Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn collection in Java. As you know that collection is very important concept for DSA. So if you want to solve your lead code problem or your DSA problem by using Java collections, then this video is for you. In this video, I will try to explain each and every class of collection with very simple examples. So let's start. So first of all, we have to see this diagram. So this diagram is the hierarchy of the classes and interfaces those are available in Java collection. Remember that. Now we have to understand some concepts here. This collection means the interfaces and collection framework means the set of classes and interface that is available in collection library. Remember that. So collection framework is a library that have interfaces and classes. Those are listed here in this diagram. Remember, and this collection is the interface. All the rectangles, those are green colored. Remember that. These are interfaces and those are in peach color or pink color. These all rectangles mention the name of the classes. Remember that. So the root class of collection framework in Java is iterable interface that we will use to traverse your information within a collections. Now then after that we have a collection. Collection is also interface. Then we have three interfaces, list, queue and set. These all three interfaces have different properties that we will understand. So under the list we have a array list. Remember that. If you want to implement list in your data structure but you want to use array as a background, so you can use array list. The quality of this is similar to array, but it is dynamic array. Means you can increase any number of size, any number of element you can enter in this. Remember that. So if you want array to maintain a list, then you can use array list. It is a dynamic array that have no limit to store your information, plus it is ordered in sequence. Then if you want to maintain your information in linked list, then you have a class LinkedList. Remember that list will be maintained in the form of nodes, as we know that LinkedList is maintained in the nodes. So this is also order sequence. Now we have a vector also under list. This vector is similar to array list, but this vector is thread safe. Remember that. So it is also dynamic list, dynamic array, maintain array also behind the scene, but it is thread safe. So it is little bit slow as compared to array list. So if you are using thread application, under the thread you want to use array, you want to create an array list, then you should use vector. Remember that under the vector we have a stack as a subclass, and remember that this stack perform all the operation of the stacks, but still it is thread safe because it's a subclass of vector. Now we go to queue. Under the queue we have first class here, PriorityQueue. If you want to maintain the heapify, max heap or min heap in your data structure, then you can use this class. Then after that we have a deck. Deck means double-ended queue. Remember that. So under this we have two classes. One is linked list. If you want to store your information in form of nodes, then you should use linked list. If you want to store information in array, we have a array deck. So this DQ means deck. Remember that we pronounce this deck. So array deck and linked list. So this linked list is available in two forms. The first form, you can create list also by using linked list class, or you can create queue also, double-ended queue. Remember that. Now we have a set. And you see queue means all the operation which we have in queue, FIFO structure, and this stack means LIFO data structure. Now set. The quality of set is unique information. If you want to remove the duplicate values from a list, then you can use set. But it is unordered set. Remember that unordered data structure means all queue and list, these are ordered, and this is unordered. I will show an example what is the meaning of unordered. Now we have HashSet. So simple set by using hashing. So hashing means big O1, and hashing is the fastest data structure to access any information. So with the help of hashing you maintain the set. But if you want to store hashing in a linked list, then you can use LinkedHashSet. Remember that. So this HashSet is unordered structure and this linked list is order. So it is ordered, maintain nodes, and plus it is set. Then we have sorted set. This is also interface. This interface having a class TreeSet. So if you want to sort your information but you want to store in a BST, so this TreeSet is required. So TreeSet class used to store information in form of BST. Now we have separate here map. So if you want to store your information in key and value pair, like we have dictionary in Python or we have object in JavaScript, similar to that we have a map. So under the map, we have three classes. HashMap, simple, unordered data structure, but maintain map. HashTable is also similar to HashMap, but this is thread safe. Then we have LinkedHashMap. So if you want to maintain ordered data structure in map, then we use LinkedHashMap. This is also maintaining nodes. So at the last, we have a TreeMap. So if you want to sort your information under the map on the basis of key, remember that. So with the help of key, you can sort your information in map. So now each and every interface and class I have explained. Now we start the practical of this. So for that, I have a Eclipse ID. Under the Eclipse, I'm creating a new project, Java project. So project name is YT collection. So YouTube collection. Now remember, uncheck this and you can say finish. So we have this project. Under this, right click on SRC and create a new class. And first one, I will take array. So I say class name is ArrayList example. Remember that, creating a main function under this ArrayList example. And we can give the package also if you want. So I say YT under this and I create a new class. So under YT package, we have this class. Under the main function, I create ArrayList. So we have two types of way to create this: list integer, list equal to new, ArrayList integer, and like this you can create. We import this ArrayList from utility. This also list. Remember that we can create this list like this also, but this is not a right way to create the list. Remember that, because this list is an interface. It have less number of method, because you know that this is like a super class of ArrayList. So those functions are available in subclass, cannot be available in superclass. Remember that. So this is the wrong way to create collection objects. Remember that. In so many videos you will see like this. This is not the right way. So best way to create you like this. Remember, create your class with the help of the proper subclass name. This is the best way, because all the method those are available in ArrayList will be available here. Remember that. So don't try to use the list here, because that is interface and we are using polymorphism. So polymorphism is working, but it's not an optimum way. Now in this we can add information. So we have add function. So suppose I enter this information. Remember that this 23 is not an int. This is integer, the object of integer class. Remember that. And remember one more thing, that under this collection, you can't use primitive data types. Remember that all the data types, those are available as a class you can use. Means you can't use int, but you can use integer. You can't use float as a primitive, but you can use float as a class. Remember that. So these information I'm storing here. Then I say to print it, I say list. Then if I run it, you will see that we have these two information here. Remember? But if you want to store the information from already available array. So remember that if I declare the array like this, data, and under this, if I use like this, this is the information available. So if I use this information and I try to add here, list.add, here we have to use function add all. Remember? So add all we have to use, and under this I pass data. So it will show error. Remember? That is the error. So you can't add like this. For adding this all the array information under the collection, we have to use a two-way. First is list of, like that. Remember, first thing. But this list of should import first, like this. And remember that this is not a integer object, class object. It's an int object. So these are not used in collection. So I have to change it to integer. Remember that. This is must to understand. So we have to use object of a classes. So this is the array of objects, not a primitive data type. So it added. So if this is the one way to add, second way, I just make it comment. Second way, you say list dot add all. Then you see here arrays dot as list, and you pass here data. Remember that this is the second way. So these list of and arrays list both are look like the same, but they have a difference. So this video is not to explain the difference between list and arrays, but remember that you can, if you want to add number of elements, those are already available in a array. So you want to add in collection, so you can add like this, first way and second way, like this. Now if I run this, you will see that all the information will be added in this. Remember, these are ordered data structures. So 23 is first, then 56, then 12, 34, 56, 78, 39. You see, this is ordered way. So as I am inserting in this collection, similarly it is displaying. So now This is the adding. If you want to remove any value, what I do, I remove it here. So this is the information available. So add function, add on add all. So this is the use of add and add all. Now if you want to remove any information, so I say remove here and I pass the index. Remember, if I pass 0, so it will remove the value 23. So I can display this and I show you and run it. You will see that 23 is removed. But if I say here that I want to remove the information at the index of 4. So 4 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 56 is a 4. So if I run it now, you see that's the second 56 is removed from this. Remember? So duplicate value is also allowed here and we can remove with the help of index. But if I doesn't know index, for example, this is the index, but I don't want index. I want to delete the value with the help of this value. Suppose I want to delete 78. So how I can delete? So for that I can say list dot remove. Under this I say integer dot value of and I say 78. Remember that I have to pass like this. So I make it comment and I display this after that to show you that 78 will be deleted. I run it and you see that 78 will be deleted. So if you want to remove any value and you want to pass value here, so you have to pass integer dot value of like this. But if you want to delete with the help of index like we do in array, so we have to pass like this. So this is a difference. So if you want to remove number of values, so we see that it is possible. Remove all is there, remove first is there, remove last is there. If you want to remove last, remove first, it's simple, you can remove. If you want to remove number of elements, so first how can you do? You say list dot off and here suppose I say I want to remove 12 and I want to remove 56. Then I just make it comment, remember? And remember that if I run it, so it will remove the 56. You see 56 has been removed and 12 has been removed. So there 256 are available here. So all the 56 too have been removed. 12 is also removed. If you want to remove number of elements from this collection, so you can pass like this. Remember? So I'm making it comment also now. So remove we have done and list we have done. Add we have done, add all we have done, remove all we have done. Now it's time to display the information. So if you want to display this information, display in form of array, but we want to display individual value from this. So how we can do? So we have 4 ways to do this. Remember that, and remember one more thing, that all the 4 ways, those I am explaining for array list, that will work on all the collection classes. So understand it clearly. First thing, using simple for loop. Simple for loop. So for that I say 4. I say int I equal to 0, I less than the size of this list dot size, then I plus plus here. Then I need to print this. So remember that I do this and I say list dot get. So get is also there and I pass the index. If I run this, you will see that one by one all the elements are displayed, but I want to display it in single line. So I'm doing some correction here. I'm using print function and here I'm using space also to explain all this in a single line. You see, so they display in a single line like this. This is the one way. Now second way, I'm using here using for each loop. So for that I say here, remember that I have inserted integer value inside this. So I will take integer and n and then I say list. Under this I display this information, print function again, but here I would not use this. I will use n, then plus, then space. Remember? So I run this. So I need to make a line break also. So for that I use println one time like this and I run it. You see both are equal. This is for, this is for each. Then third way, I give line break first of all. Then I use here iterable. So I say iterable it equal to list dot iterator. So here I need iterator, not iterable, iterator, and we have to import this iterator and I need to pass here which kind of value I want to fetch. I want to fetch integer type of value like this. Now I use while here and I say it dot has next. This object I will use. Under this I will explain this one. So I paste this and in place of this I say it dot next. Remember? So if I run this, you will see that one by one all the informations are displayed here. So all three are same. Now last one is we can say this one is iterator using iterator interface. This is the root interface. Remember that root class of this. Now last one is we have for each function using for each function. If you are using Java 8 plus, then I say here list dot for each, remember, and here I need this also like this, and under this I need to use the arrow function, or you can say lambda expressions. In JavaScript we called arrow function, here we are explaining it as a lambda function. So lambda function, I take value out from this, then I say system.out.println like this, then I say here value plus like this, and okay, value is okay, I can change this to, okay, value is here, spelling mistake, you see, like this value, and here value we have to give same. If I run it, you will see that one by one we are displaying it, so I have to remove this ln also from this. Now I run it and you see this one is also same, remember. So like this, these are 4 ways to traverse your information or to read the information from the collection. So anyone which you prefer best. If you like this way, you can use this also. If you like this way, you can use this also. And this is the oldest way in collection to read information. And this is the newest way. Newest way means it is in new Java using lambda expressions. So there are other way also to use this, but I'm explaining here the similar way that I have explained here. But I can modify this in number of ways also that I'm not explaining here. So my purpose to explain the collection, not to explain the lambda expressions. Remember that. So this is done. Now with the help of this diagram, you can see that array list we have completed, and in this example all the collections information, all these information, those I have inserted, those are available in form of array. Remember that first time it will create the array of 10 elements internally, but if 10 is filled and you add 11th element, if you add 11th element, then size will be, then you can say capacity will be the existing size 10 multiply by 1.5. Remember that. So we can say that it would be 15. So if you insert the 11th element, it will become 15. So after that, if you insert the 16th element, then that would 15 will be multiplied by 1.5. So this is the algorithm. So existing size by default is 10. If you add 11th, then existing size multiplied by 1.5. If the element now 15, so if you add 16th element, then it would be 15 into 1.5. So it will use this equation to increase the size on each and every time whenever this array filled. So remember that it use array inside, but if array is filled, then it create a new array, then copy all the element in the new array and it delete the previous one. So this is the way to use array list in all the array collections classes. Now, if you want to use this array list vector, then how you can do? It's a very simple. All these operations will remain same. Just you have to change the name of a class. I say here LinkedList, remember, and I import this class LinkedList, and I use here also. I say LinkedList and I run it. Remember that no change of code. I am not changing any code. Output is same. Everything is same, and you see that just I change the name of the class. Now this class is using nodes inside. So with the help of linked list, now data structure is maintained. In place of array, it is using nodes. Remember, if you want to use vector and you want to use under the thread, so we can use vector here like this. Remember, import this class. As I import and I run, you see no change in code is still also no change. Everything which I was using with array list, I am using with vector also. So, but if I'm using vector, it is thread safe. So you can use under the thread this vector. Remember, now last one in this category is a stack. So we have to use a stack separately because stack follow LIFO. So I close this and I create new class also under YT. And now I say this class is stack example. So I say stack example. Now I will do stack here. So I have to create class stack. So I say stack, and here I say suppose list equal to new stack. Here I say integer type of value I want to insert. Remember that you can insert a string also. So I can take a string also if you want to use, because you can use any class, integer or a string or anything. So here I am taking a string to show stack. So under the stack, you see list is there. I say push because we have a push operation. And here, suppose I say value 1, or I can put any name. I say Ravi like this. Then I say second value. Here I say Sachin like this. List.push. Suppose I say Dr. Vipin like this. And I just print this. So first of all, I print with the help of the name list and I run it. You see all the elements is display like this. Now, if you want to display the last element, so you can do like this. I display this once again like this and I say list dot peak. Remember that peak function is there to display the last element. Last element is this because it is LIFO, last in first out. Remember that. So it follow LIFO, last in first out. So if I remove now element from this, so this element will remove. So for that, suppose I say list dot pop, because pop means to remove the information from the stack. This is stack operation. Now once again I use to display this. So I display once again and I run it. You will see that Dr. Vipin is removed from the stack. So this is the stack, simple one. And if you want to display all the element from this, so you can see that. Suppose I may comment it because I don't want to remove this and I say list dot for each. And this is the last one, the modern way to display information. So I can say that value like this, or I can display information like this also. Suppose I say system dot out dot print ln like this. If I pass, so it will display information. I run it and you will see that one by one all the information is displayed. So I comment all these things to make you understand properly. I may comment this also. So I run only this. So I run this and you see that one by one all the information are displayed with the help of for each. So you can use any method, simple for loop, for each loop, or iterator, or you can use this also. So I have explained you that with the help of 4 iterative methods to display information from the collection, you can apply anyone on any particular collection class. So in a stack, if you want to perform simple stack operations, so remove this and you will see that simple stack operations are like this. These are simple stack operations. This one, push, pop and peek. So with the help of this, you can see all the information available here. So this stack is not just a stack, it is also one kind of list because it's using array behind us because we are not able to see in the background what is happening. So it is the subclass of vector. So it is also maintaining the array but it's doing the LIFO. This order is maintained by the stack. Everybody knows the stack. So this is the way to work stack in Java collection. Now next are queue, PriorityQueue, LinkedList and ArrayDequeue. So we see these classes also. So I remove this and I create a new class. Here I say class and I say queue, example, main function, do this. Now I'm using here, remember queue. So first of all I say PriorityQueue. PriorityQueue, I say integer, I say queue here, new PriorityQueue, integer like this, import this class like this. Now I need to add information in a queue. Remember that. So I say queue dot offer. Remember that we have a 2 method here. We have add method also as I have explained in array collection, but it's better to use offer. If you use add, suppose I run this first of all, I say offer, this value I'm inserting here and then I say add and this value I'm inserting here. Remember that. So they are similar, but there is a one difference. Offer does not return any error, but this can return error if it would not be able to insert this information here under the queue. So it will generate error. So we have to use it under try and catch. Remember that. So you can use this also, you can use this also. So I just display now and here I say queue. If I run it, you will see that both the informations are same. Now offer means to insert the information and this work in heap way. It maintain the min heap or max heap. Min heap or max heap. So I show you how. So I add more information. So for time being, I am removing this one. I'm not using add, but you can use add also. I have explained you. So I say offer and I suppose I had here 12. Then I say queue offer. I say here 57. Again queue dot offer. I say here 2. Remember that if I will run this here, you see that it will create a min heap automatically and the smallest value will be the first value. Remember that this is the first value. Then I've inserted 12, then I 57. So one more value I insert here. I say queue dot offer. I say 8. See once again, the minimum value is 2. So this information is first and remaining all the information are behind the scene. You see everything is there. If I say 18 here, I run it once again. You see 18 is there. If I say here 22 and here 12 like this, and I run it, you will see it is displaying like this. So automatically it creating the main heap because of this variety. But if I remove the 2 and remember that 22 is there, 12 is here. So no order is there. Heapify function is called and min heap is maintained. So if you want to remove any information, suppose I remove one information from here. So I say q.poll. Poll information means to remove. Remember that, and you can use a remove function also. I'll show you that also. So first of all, I copy that, and this one, if I run it, you will see that it will remove 2. Then 12 is the smallest value, so 12 will become the first value of this. So automatically it creating a min heap. Remember? So if you want to display the last element, so in place of this is Paul. In place of this, you can use peak also. So I use peak, so it will display first element. That first element is the 12 because after removing this, 12 is the first element. So peak will display the first element. I show you that also. If I display all the list like this, run it, you see 12 is the first element. So peak will display the first element because it's a queue also. It will maintain the FIFO. Now, in place of poll, you can use remove also. If I say remove, you can remove also, remember, but it can display error and then you have to use inside a try catch. So whatever you want to use, but prefer is to use poll. Preferable is to use poll. So use this q.poll. Remember, this is the best one to use here. So offer we added this, add we have, remove we have, poll we have, peak we have. So this is automatically creating the main heap. But if you want to create max heap, so we have a class here, comparator dot reverse order. Remember that, and if I run it, you will see that the largest element 34 will be the first element, then it will create a max heap. If I remove the 34, that 22 will be the next element, greater one, then it create once again max heap. So you can do like this also, min heap or max heap. If you have any DSA problem that use min heap or max heap, you can use this PriorityQueue. Remember that. So everything is available here in this. Now you see one class of this is done. If you want to use linked list or ArrayDequeue, so under the queue, so how you can use this? So here I change the name, I say linked list like this. Here also, if I say linked list, because it's available in two places, and here I need to remove this because it is not available in this. Now you see, if I run it, you see that linked list is also using in the queue leaf order. So if I remove this poll, so 22 will be removed. 34 will be removed, FIFO order, and 22 is the first element with the help of peak we are displaying here. So in linked list, you see that if I say q dot offer, we have a offer first, offer last also because it's a double-ended queue. Remember that it is under deck. It is under deck, so it have the two operation. Double-ended queue is there, so you can insert at the first also. So I say offer first. Here I can add the information. Suppose I say 100. So 100 will be added in the first. If I say q dot offer last, if I say 200 at the last, so it will insert 200 at the last. I run it, and you see that 100 is there, 200 is there, and 100 is removed, 34 is remaining. So like this, you can use offer first and offer last also. Similarly, if you want to remove the element here, so we can say q dot remove first, remove last. We have remove first, remove last. We have some condition also remove. We have index also for remove. We have value for remove. So all the operation which you have performed earlier, it will work. And you see, if I say poll, so we have poll first, poll last also. So you will be able to remove the poll first, poll last also. If I say poll first, so it will remove the first element, similar to poll. Remember, similar to poll, because poll is also using FIFO, and always poll first is also the first element, so it removes the 100. So if I say poll last here, it will remove the 200. Remember that, it's simple one to understand, no need to explain. So like this, you can use list also. If you have a ArrayDequeue, just change the name, and I say ArrayDequeue means deck. Here also I say ArrayDequeue like this, and I import this also. You see, I'm not changing anything without changing, and each and everything is same. Just I need to change the class. Now data structure is changed. Behind the scene, array is used to maintain the double-ended queue. All the function those I have explained here available under this. So you can use LinkedList also, you can use PriorityQueue also, you can use ArrayDequeue also. Remember that just change the name of the class and the property behind the class is changed. Functions are removed, but the data structure behind the scene is changed. So like this you can use, and if you want to traverse any information from this, remember that I have explained in ArrayList that these are 4 ways to display information using simple for each, iterator, and the for each. So same you can use on this also. All are available here. Try to use yourself because I have remaining also here. I have to explain all these also. So to save your time, I am just explaining you that all are same. Now queue is finished. So next one is set. So now I have to create the example for set. So go to Eclipse, right click, next new class, and here I say set example like this, and here I create hash set first of all. So I say hash set integer, I say hash, or I say set new hash set integer like this. Remember that hash set is there. Now if I have some value predefined like this, I say integer and I say data, and I have this information 12, 4, 56, 78, 21, 43 like this. Suppose I have some information and I want to add it, so I can add dot add. First of all I can add like this first element, or I can add all. Add all is also there, so I say list dot off and I say data. So like this, import this also. Then I say sys out like this and I print set. You see that if we run this, there is no order. First element is 12, second is 4, but it's displaying 4, then 21, then 70, then 56. So you see the output, no order maintained. So this set is unordered listing. There is no order in hash set. Remember that. So all the queue and you can say array list or list all are ordered. These are unordered because we are storing in a different way and displaying in a different way. This is unordered data structure. Now same operation you can perform here if you want to remove anything. So I say set dot remove and I can pass the index or value. Suppose what I want to remove, I want to remove the 2. Okay, and then I want to display. Here after that I run it and you see that 2 is what? If 4 and 2, you see it remove the 2 from the 2 is here, nothing is there, 4 is here, first element set, so 2 is not available, so it is not removing. Suppose I say 12, run it, you see 12 is removed. Remember that. So if I pass here 2, so 2 is not available, but in list when I pass the 2, so it assume that is index, but in set there is no index. Remember that it's performing a hashing here, so we have to provide the value. So value 2 is not available under this. Remember, so it is not removing and not showing any error. This is not removing. Remember that. This is the first thing. Second thing, if suppose I have a duplicate value 2, 2 and I say 4. So this 2 is repeating and 4 is also repeating. If I run it, you will see that no duplicate value is available. 2, 4 is there. This is there, but no duplicate value is available. This is the quality of set. So set remove all the duplicate elements from the array first of all. Second, it is unordered data listing. So it's unordered data is listed in an unordered format. So I removed here 2. So it found the 2 and it removed the 2. But we do not have an indexing here. Remember, we have a value only. If I say here 100, so 100 is not available in this data structure. So it does not remove anything. Remember that. This is the way to learn here. Now we see more function. So I say set dot. You see clear is there. Clear is also available in each and every data structure. Remove that. If I use the clear, it will remove all the information from the set. You see, it will remove all the information. So it will remove in array list also, in queue also. This function is available in all the collections classes. So it will remove all the information. We have contains also. Remember that in all other classes also we have a contain. So I show you contain also because I forgot to explain in the previous examples. So I am explaining it here also. In set all are same. So here suppose I want to check the 56 is available or not. So it will show true and false. So I say sys out like this, or I explain this under this. So I want to check whether this 56 is available. You see that it will say true. Yeah, this is available. But if I say 156 is available, this is not available under the set, it will say false. So this contain method is available in all the classes. whether you have the class ArrayList, LinkedList, Vector, this PriorityQueue, ArrayDequeue, in all the classes, these contain function is available. Remember that? So I forgot to explain in the previous examples, but I am explaining here. All are same, so you can understand anytime, anywhere. Now, if you want to contain number of elements, so I say all, and here I say list of. Under this, I want to explain this like this. If suppose I want to check 2 is available, 4 is available, or 21 is available. So all 3 are available. So if I run this, it will say true, you see. But if I change to 12, so 12 is available. If I change to 34, 34 is not available. If I try to run it, you see it is false. So one element 34 is not found, but 4 and 21 is found. So still it's showing a false because these 3 elements together not found in this list. So contain all is also work like this. Similarly, we have done to remove here. We can say remove all is also available. You see remove all is also available. So you can use remove all also. I have explained in previous example also remove all. So contain I have explained. All the methods I have explained, I think. And here you see that this is unordered data structure. But in place of HashSet, if I say LinkedHashSet, yeah, remember, and I import this class and I run it, you will see that this is ordered data structure. You see, now 70 is 1. First I added, then I added all these information 12, 4, 56. So you see 12, 4, 56, 78, 21, 42, and remaining or element is removed because these are duplicate values. So remember that if you are using LinkedHashSet, now this set is ordered plus duplicate element has been removed, and at the behind linked list nodes are maintained in place of array. That hashing is maintained under the linked list, you see. But if you want to sort elements, suppose these element you want to sort also, so for that it's very simple. Just in place of this use TreeSet. So you see how it's easy to understand this. Within a single example, I am explaining each and everything because there is a confusion to understand collection in Java. But with this example, you will see that all are same. If I run this, you see that you will see the ordered in sorted way. Now this list is remove duplicate elements, set is maintained, plus the elements are in sorting order, ascending order. If you want to display in descending order, so say comparatable dot reverse order. So comparator use and do the reverse order, you will see that that is in descending order. You see. That is all about sets in Java collection. You see, HashSet is removed, LinkedHashSet is done, TreeSet is done. All is done. You see that HashSet is done, LinkedHashSet is done, TreeSet is done. Now we are on mapping. So we do map also. So you see that set is done. Just with a small example, everything is cleared, and now you can use any class which you want. Certain functions are changed. Certain data structure behind this is changed in the memory. Otherwise, every function, everything is same to use. Now I close it and I go to map. So here I say class map example, and here I will use the map. So first of all, I create here map. So I say HashMap. Here I say string and I say integer because I have to give the key value pair. New HashMap. Here string integer, and like this. Import this class. Now insert the information. So map.put, remember here we have to use here put, and here is a key. So I say 1 and I insert the 1. So key value pair like dictionary in Python. Now I say map.put. So I say 2, here I add 2 like this. So I copy this and I paste it number of time. Remember that. Now I say 4. I say here 4. Suppose I say here 3. I say here 3 and I say here 8. Here I say 5. This is key value pair. You can insert any key, you can insert any value. You can do string also, you can do integer also, you can do integer string also, you can do anything, whatever you want, but should be key value pair. So I'm explaining here, I'm using string and integer. You can take integer or string. I can change this also. Now you can display this. So I say map and I run it. Remember that when I run it, so 8 is display first, then 5, then 1, then 2, then 3. So there is no order maintained. Remember that I have inserted 1 first, but is displaying 8 first. Remember? So no order is maintained here in HashMap, but it display in key value pair. Remember that key value pair is the first thing. So can I add number of elements? You see put all is also there. So if you want to insert number of elements, so you can also add that. So how you will add this? Suppose we have one more hash, then we can do this. So for example, one more I create. I say copy this like this, and I say this is string and string. Okay, and here I say map1. Suppose I add two information in map1. I say put, and here I say uh, I say Delhi. I say here suppose some temperature 40 degree in string I am using. I'm not using this. I say degree like that. Then I say map. It's just an example. You assume this, and I say here Mumbai, and here I say 50 degree. Like this I want to explain. So that suppose I want to this is one map one. Suppose this map one is there, and I display this map also to explain you. Map one here. If I run it, you will see that two maps are there here like this, and I want to add this, so I can add here map one, put all, you see, but not applicable. Remember that if I want to add this, I have to convert this into same data structure that I am going to explain you. This is string and integer, so it should be string and integer, should not be string. That I am going to explain here, that you can add any map inside this, but this form should be same, and you can use any number of this that I have explained here. So it should be integer. So I need to use here integer. So once you have this kind of same list, so I have to change this also. I say 40 and I say 50. Now if you will see that it is added, and this information is also available here, Delhi and Mumbai. So this is no order, this unordered data structure. So if I say here map dot clear means clear all the things. So we have removed, you see, if I pass here key is 1 to 8. If I say 8, so with the help of key, you can remove the information, not with the help of value. Key I pass and I run it, you see 8 is removed from this. This is the 8 that is removed. So with the help of key, you can remove. Now, this is done, adding, removing, displaying. If you want to display element, the value one by one. So how you can display? So for that, I can use here for each. So I say, remember that this information is what? This is the string. So first of all, I want to display the key. So I say string and I say key. Then I say map dot key set to display. Then I say sys out like this, and I remove this println, and here I say key and plus and the space to display. I run it. You will see that a Delhi 5 1 2 Mumbai 3. So I am able to display the key. But if you want to display the value, so same thing here. I done this and I print this also to line break like that. And here in place of this, I say values like this, and here value should be of integer type, and here I say v value, and here I display v means value. So I run it, you see the values are displayed from this. In place of this, you can also use for each also. So I say map dot for each. Remember, now we will have two value from this. So first is key, second is value like this, and I can display this. So for displaying this, I copy this and I paste this and I do like this, and here I say key and equal to like this plus value. So if I run it, so I have to give space also because I'm using print, not a println. I run this. You see that you can display information like this by using for each also. Remember that same you can do with iterator, some simple loop. So whatever the changes there, you can do yourself, test yourself. I have explained you how to do this. Now, this is the unordered data structure using key and value pair. But if you want to make it ordered data structure, so we have to convert into linked list. So a linked hash map. You see linked hash map, have to import the class. You see done, everything is done. So I can add this unordered into order data structure. If I run this, you see this is unordered, this one, but this is order 1 2 8. This is now as I inserted here 1 2 8 3 5, then same it is inserted here. After that I have inserted Delhi Mumbai, so Delhi Mumbai also inserted after that. You see, so this one is done also. Linked hash map. Now Hashtable is similar to HashMap, do yourself, and this is thread safe. Just change the name of the class and it will remain the same. Now TreeMap is there, so if I change TreeMap here like this, import this, and without changing run it, you see it will display in sorting order. So this is in short order. Short order means alphabetically. So D comes before F, F come before M come before O, then T, then T. So this is coming in the alphabetical order. Remember? Now, if you want to do reverse, so you can do here comparator dot reverse order. Run it and you see now it will display in reverse order. Remember? So it is depend on you how you want to use these collection classes. I have explained each and every classes in a very simple example. All example I have explained in front of you. Everything I change in front of you. You see how easy to understand collection in Java. One thing is remaining in this example, only comparator and comparable to customize custom classes. So the purpose of this video is not to explain the advanced collection in Java. The purpose of here to make you understand that collection is easy in Java, and in a very simple way you can understand the collection. So in other video I will explain also the use of comparator and comparable also with different example in advanced data structure in Java. Means when I will use the second video on advanced collection framework in Java. So I will create those video only when I will get good response from this video. So you like this video, subscribe my channel, comment on this video and comment that I should create the video on advanced collection framework of Java or not. So if you will say yes, then I will create a new video on advanced data structure using comparator and comparable, in which I will use custom classes to sort the information in ascending and descending order. Here I have used the predefined classes, wrapper classes to insert the information. But in company, when you will go for your placement, there you can use comparator and comparable also, because these are also used to sort information or to customize information under the collection with the help of these interfaces or classes. So now I have done from my side in this video. If you like this video, if you understand something, please do subscribe and thank you for watching this video.